This is Risk Casual Mode Friday, where we have some gameplay, not on the ladder, and we just have some fun. A lot of people have ladder anxiety, and playing in the casual mode is a good way to relax and step away from that. So, let's get in there. Let's get into the casual mode. I am wanting to play a progressive game. Last episode, I wanted to play a progressive game because... Oh, it's true random too. Okay. Last episode, I wanted to play a progressive game because I wanted that. This episode, I'm playing one because I'm a little short on time today. So let's get in there and let's play it fast. Let's play it loose and let's have some fun. Okay, I'm not going first, so I have some time to check out the settings here. Progressive, but true random, 120-second turn timer, medium AI difficulty, and we're doing world domination with just 4 of us. Okay. Just initial impressions. This is a lower rank lobby, a lower level lobby it looked like, but not necessarily a lower skill lobby. So looks like we have an okay play for South America. If this was a game with, oh, my phone just went off. I don't know if you can hear that. Usually if this was a game with 6 people, I would be lining up for North America. I think I just have a great position for North America. But because this is a game with 4 people, I think I'm going to look for the safety of a easier to secure and hold bonus. Now, I have a lot of external pressures on me today. My phone went off. I'm in a hurry because I have a thing to do. There's really, really windy today, so you might hear a tree keep banging against the air conditioning out there. But we're here to have fun. I'm going to take this little moment of my day, try and step away from all that, and just enjoy the game of Risk. We're going to see Red take their turn here. Talked through the beginning portion of their turn because they weren't really doing much, and that's okay. We can speed up those periods where it's quiet and people are taking the time to think. I didn't see exactly, but I think blue was lining up. Yeah, it looks like blue was lining up for Australia, so they probably won't be contesting me here. Should be able to take South America turn 1, and then it also looks like red was kind of making this dual pronged play, and we're going to see where pink chooses to go while pink's taking their turn. I'm going to go mute my phone because it keeps going off. Hold on. Okay, because I didn't see where pink went. So pink attacked in Europe. They have a decent amount of troops in North America. I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of press the issue, and we are going to see if we can... Oh, I forgot it's true random. Oh, boy. Okay. A little bit more scared. I was going to see if we could press the issue, push through, and take a quick W just as like a challenge. To sort of push ourselves, and we can still do that for sure, but definitely a little concerning that it is true random, because I was thinking, okay, well, we'll get 100% roll right here, but we won't get 100% roll right here likely, depending on the dice we get, but we can still hold South America. Actually, can't complain, true random, we got decent dice. What we're going to go from here is we are going to push north into North America. We're going to hope that blue doesn't get the greatest of dice and they can't take Australia right now. We might not even see the point where this game gets into those large progressive trades. And might be thinking, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, to be honest, like, uploading this video when it's like, these are clearly newer players. There's really a lot of joy to be found in just stepping in and potentially crushing, the hopes of these newer players. But there's still, sometimes you're going to get those games where it's newer players, and sometimes you're going to get those games where it is very, very skilled players. And most of the time you're going to get a game of a mixture. So today we're going to take the game as it goes, which is hopefully an easy and quick W, which aligns with my external life. But we'll see what happens. Blue clearly wanting Australia. If they had made themselves, honestly, even if they had given me a path to get out, I probably would not have. I probably wouldn't have taken it because I want them to have to hit that 5. So, and they're nowhere really near my South America, so I don't need to worry about them trying to break South America. Now, if they secure Australia sooner than me, they might look into applying pressure to me, especially if Pink decides to try and break my South America with their 3 right there. But I don't need to be too afraid now. This pink or the red player going for Africa and Europe at the same time is kind of cool. You wouldn't really be able to see someone extend themselves like that in a normal game just because of you usually have about 6 people. So there wouldn't be enough room to spread yourself out like that. But being that there's only 4 people are holding so much territory that they can kind of do that, and that's fun to see. It almost looks like Pink here is lining themselves up to come in and take or attempt to take Australia after the blue player hits me. I wonder if they attack down and then fortify. I'd like to see that actually, because I don't want them to come into North America. That's going to be frustrating for me, which they do have a decent amount of troops in North America. They could contest me for it, and I don't want that. I could contest blue for Australia. That's something I could do, and feeling like I might do that. Is that a risk I want to take though? Because it's true random, so they could get great dice if I make it a 10 here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this a 10, which is gonna be so frustrating because blue is gonna get the smallest trade in because they're the first to trade in. So they're not in a great position to be able to safely take this position from me. In Australia. That's what you got to do when you get those bonuses early, especially the smaller ones. You have to pressure other players. So we'll see what blue chooses to do. That 2-on-1's not successful, and now I'm a little worried. Yep, so the 6-on-10 is going to get rolled, and it is a very bad roll for the blue player, but let's see if it makes up for it. Oh, they get a decent roll right there, 5 for 5, but still not going to be able to take Australia, and they lose a lot of troops for that. And they still don't have a card, and in progressive, that's huge. Although they could have kind of afforded a card skip just because they were getting the first trade. But now they're kind of in the situation they're in where other players may even choose to start lining up and taking Australia. See what the red player chooses to do here. Now the problem is I don't want to be board police, not because, well, I'd love to be board police if I was strong enough to, but I cannot spread myself out super thin and fight red and fight blue. So I need to be worried that everybody's dice is hitting hard for everybody right now. But I need to be worried that, oh my gosh, again, woo, that once red is next to me and holding a bonus, I can't really keep fighting blue. So something to think about. Can't really take North America either. Pink's already up there. Although red kind of moving out of Africa, so less worried about that, because once that pressure is on my doorstep, like I can't keep dealing with blue. Pink is adding in North America and in such a position where they're going to have to hit me. We have 5-on-2. Oh, it is a bot. Okay. Oh, but it does roll out. I like that. I like the bot rolling out there. Maybe the bot starts to try and go for North America. Or no, Hopefully it doesn't start going for North America. Hopefully it starts going for Asia. Oh my gosh, it's so windy out there. Starts going for Asia, and that can apply pressure on blue. Because right now, red could have a trade, so I need to worry about that. Blue won't have a trade. Pink won't have a trade. So how am I going to handle this? Here's how I'm going to handle this. I think like this. So we're going to get, kind of want to stay in red's way. So if red has a trade, they're going to get 4, right? 4 plus 3, 7, plus 1 more for having the amount of territories that they have. So 8. So if they get, that's if they have a trade on 3, which maybe, they're going to get 8 troops. Then are they going to roll an 8 into a 7? Well, if they do, then that's bad news for me. Could they roll an 8 into a 4? They could. I am most worried about this, I think. We have a trade on 3. We do, and actually we have it in Central America, bonus troops, which is great. I'm glad I'm probably going to be able to hold this position. Blue over here, we can play some ring around the rosies and start building up some trades. Hopefully the bot continues to apply pressure on blue, and then I can just eliminate them just with my increased amount of troop income. Blue leaving Australia. I love this for me. I don't love this for blue. That's not great news. But for me, I'm okay with that. Because now there's no direct access. As long as I don't open up that 7, it's not coming back towards me. And I do not intend to open up that 7. Blue actually loses its position up here. So it's a very real possibility that they end up losing these positions too. And I'm able to take out the blue player. Now the trades aren't really worth it as far as the amount of troops I would have to expend to the amount I would get back for eliminating them and taking their cards. But because this is a game where I have the advantage, I'm trying to push that advantage. We are in a 4-player game. I will take out the blue player, even if it's not worth it for their cards, because I think it advances my position in a different way. There we go. We see blue now down to 1 easy line, 1 straight position. Still not worth it to be eliminated for their cards, but like I said, that's not my chief concern. One concern I do have is red next turn, especially with the trade, is going to take this. They're going to take Africa. Scary for me. But they're going to be bordering a bot here, and maybe the bot breaks that. I think we might take that risk here. The bot's going to break. So maybe one of these 3-on-1s will work. We're going to slow roll it. Why not? We've had some good slow rolls, so I don't expect that to continue. Can't complain if it does, just not an expectation I have. I think we're pretty safe right here. If anybody gets any trades, I don't think they're coming into us unless they get great dice. Blue really, I think, should have stayed in Australia because they could have made this, what, a... Oh, yeah, wow. So 3 troops. So they could add 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 4. So they could add 14 right here. 14 to attack this 8. Maybe that was a better choice for them. Getting that trade on 3. They could have taken Australia and been protected even by the bot, although they would not be getting really easy cards probably with the bot wanting Asia. But that's not the world we live in right now. They did not choose to do that. We'll see if they actually choose to fortify back onto the 8. That's why I anticipate. And then I will have to make a decision on if I'm going to lose those 8. What I might end up doing here is, well, actually, if both of these individuals have trade-ins, I'm going to end up with the 10 trade, which I could try and eliminate the blue player from that, but they're, once again, still not worth it for their cards. And then I'd go into the 1v1 with red. It looks like red does bot out here, but we are not going to immediately eliminate the blue player. And I'll tell you why. Even though they're the only active human remaining player left, the other two are bots. We don't want to give blue third place for staying and fighting, right? I don't know why the other individuals became bots, why they are now offline. I don't want to say that blue is better because they stayed and that they deserve better placement, because you don't know what the situation of the other two players is, but I would like to give blue a better placement for staying here and sticking it out. They've had a rough go at it. So we have to ask ourselves, if that's the case, what do we do? Can we eliminate the red player? It's very risky. Let's see, if we took a trade in, we really can't. We kind of have to just hope that... I'm going to break red. I know that. But is blue going to break pink? Or is it on me to break pink? Which I will do. You know what? I think we're not going to break pink here. We know red will have a trade. But that trade won't be big enough. How big will that trade be? The trade won't be big enough to break this unless they take a less than 100% roll. If they do take that roll, the bot, and not break Asia, which is what I'd like them to do, if they do take that roll, it could be a horrible situation for me. I will then be probably about where blue is as far as amount of cards, and maybe without a bonus while blue does have a bonus, and I'll have to start relying on the progressive card trade-ins, which is not the point that I thought this game would get to. What does blue choose to do here? Do they roll my 8? Not 100% roll, because we're in true random, but not a great roll anyway. Or do they break pink? They get an amazing roll. I really hope they split right here and hit pink. What a great roll. Maybe I should have just eliminated blue. Oh boy. Hey, blue also breaks pink. That's good. So red being in the second place will actually get the third largest trade-in because they're trading third, and I will always get the largest trade-in that I got because I'm waiting to trade last on 5 cards. Okay, challenge here is don't overextend, but still try to give blue second place and do it in a timely manner. So if we overextend, we'll be very vulnerable, so we're gonna have to deal with 2 bots and keeping blue alive. But I think we can do it. I think I kind of like this little mini challenge here. Unless blue is just pretending, right? They were smart enough not to completely waste all of their troops. They played 90 games in 44 hours, right? So they've been here for some time. That's nothing to laugh at. It's very respectable. Pink, fortunately, does break right here. I'm pretty happy about that. It might be time... What is it time for me to do? So red might have a trade. But pink definitely won't, and purple definitely won't. Or purple. Blue definitely won't. I think I take Africa here. Could eliminate the green... The red bot here. Not getting great dice. So I might be broken anyway, but it'll just be nice to hold some large amount of territory that we weren't holding otherwise. And if red doesn't have a trade, we might not even get broken, which would be nice. Very fortunate there. The pink bot was going to have to choose between right here, using that 5 to try and take part of Asia or to break me in Egypt. Now, they do have an unsuccessful roll anyway, but I'm glad it wasn't into me. So do we take the 12 trade in, eliminate red? Is that red? Yeah, so that's pink up there. Red has 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So do we just eliminate red? 19 troops doesn't guarantee, but we have this 8 to come out. But still, it's scary because we're in true random. But if I take the trade in to do it, I don't get a trade in off the back of that. I'm weak, and blue could have a trade in. Although I think we take that risk because if this 8 is going to go anywhere, it's going to have to go around. And man, blue getting 12 is so scary though. But what's also scary is both of the bots still being here and having trades. So we're going to eliminate red here. Surprised there for a second. I just had an unsuccessful roll. I was like, what is this? It is true random. Oh my gosh, look at that. I've lost so many troops right now. I don't even know if it's worth. I have to keep going for it. No, why did I just roll 1 on 2? That was silly. Now I have no choice but to roll 1 on 2. Oh boy. Okay. How do we do this? 5 on 3 will work. 5 on 3 did not work, but this 8 should be able to come up through. We do eliminate red, but look how vulnerable. We're just extremely vulnerable. Like it is, I'm uncomfortably vulnerable, I think is a way I could put that. Gosh. Wow. Okay. We kind of have to hope blue doesn't have a trade on 3. If blue doesn't have a trade on 3, I will have a trade on 5. Yep, I think that's the plan. I'm not super happy about how that turned out. I think I got really, really bad dice. I'll have to go back and look. Okay. 9 troops, and we took out 0. So we rolled a 30 on 2, and we lost 9 and took out 0. That's crazy. 1 to 2, 1 to 1, 0 to 1, 5 to 3, 1 to 1. So that it was that first roll that just really did it in. 2 to 4, 0 to 1, 4 to 2. Okay, I mean, it's not the end of the world. You have to take bad rolls. You have to take good rolls. Blue does break me here. I wasn't paying too much attention to that, but they didn't have a trade on 3, so, or at least they chose not to use it if they did have it. So I'm not too worried about that. We're gonna hold all of this territory. We're gonna get all these bonuses. Having 1 less is not the end of the world. Blue, it looks like they are gonna bring this 3 out and activate it. Maybe prepping for a trade on 4. But if there's no trade for pink, I may have to go for the pink removal. Put it on nowhere I'd be too happy to put it, unfortunately. My 2 bonus troops. Oh no, so pink does have that trade. So I'm gonna make this go a little longer and be a little harder, but it's not the end of the world. So this 10 is now trapped behind pink, which I don't mind that. Might get broken by pink right now. Whatever. I don't get broken by pink. I think pink had like maybe it's coded in such a way where it tries to go for eliminations if it can. I don't know. Gosh, it's very tempting to remove blue because that would give us the trade in, and that way we could end the game by taking the bot off out of the game on the back end of that. But I don't think we do that. We could, right? This 34 take out 14 troops plus 2 here. Probably. Pink won't have a trade in, but blue will. Yeah, I think I gotta, but the challenge, I like gosh, it's so hard. Do I want to take that risk? What would I have more fun doing? I think I would have more fun taking the risk, and that's what we're here to do. That's why we're in the casual mode. So I'm going to take that risk, and I'm just going to hit the pink player a lot. We might get some really bad dice here. Actually, we're getting decent dice, so I can't complain about that. Could I try and take out the pink bot? But then blue only has one way to go, and that's into me. Does 24 troops take out 15? I'm not risking that, I don't think. So if blue's going to come for me, he's going to have to go through here, or the easiest path, the path of least resistance, is to go through here. So we make that harder. I wonder if it's better in true random to put it here or to put it here. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. What does blue choose to do? If they have a trade on 4, it's going to hurt, but that's kind of fun. This is kind of fun. This is, see, trade on 4. Yes. Oh gosh. Okay. Do I have a trade on 3? That is the question. I do have a trade on 3. I've been very fortunate with my trades right now. That 40 is going somewhere. It's not worth it to eliminate pink, although blue could do that and guarantee a second. Pink won't even be worth it next turn for their cards. Well, they will. They won't. They will technically be worth it, I think, because they're gonna have what, 15 troops, 12 to 15 troops. But and each card is worth how many troops? Each card is worth 10 at least. So if I get 2 cards, that's 20 exchange for taking out 15. But I don't think that's worth it, especially if I could just wait a turn, give it another card. But blue could take advantage of that by removing it. But let's say blue did remove it. Let's say blue had 2, pink had 3. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. Blue would have 2, pink would have 2, and blue would have 3, and pink has 2, and it might be worth it to eliminate pink for blue to get the trade in and then sweep through me. So gotta think about that. But right now, blue and I close to even on troops, but I am ahead in the cards. I think we take blue into the 1v1. I think we eliminate pink without the trade if we can, although it doesn't matter if we trade now or after, right? So I think we're gonna eliminate pink, no trade, and then we're gonna go in to the 1v1 with blue. What I mean by eliminate pink, no trade is we're gonna eliminate pink. We will not have a trade on the back end of that because pink will have enough cards to give us a trade after we use our 3. But that's okay. Blue playing very smart. They're taking a bonus, but still keeping their 20 active here. They left the 3 right here. Just, I want to underestimate them. It's almost suspicious that they have done, they have no ranked points, right? But they're level 9, so I don't know. Okay, we have our game plan. Let's do it and hope goes well, true random wise. Technically, the balance is broken in my favor right now, but we're in true random. I'm actually gonna hedge my bets a bit right here. Hope I don't lose too much on this. But here's the question: do I hit this 20? I'm very tempted to. But if I hit a 20 and lose, I think blue can take the game. If I hit the 20, if I don't hit the 20, I go into the 1v1 favored. If I hit the 20 and lose, blue goes into the rest of the game favored. So we will not do that. We'll just take out the pink. I lost 7 there. We'll take out the pink bot there. We'll take blue into the 1v1. Now it is up to blue to do something. I'm gonna put my 24 here, and I'll tell you why. Because if they want to, they need to take a card. So they use this 20, they're gonna take a card, right? And they're gonna have to open up this anyway. But I don't put it right in their face because I don't want them to hit it and get attacker's advantage on it. So I'm hoping they just go around it and they don't hit it and take attacker's advantage on it and get a good roll. If they took attacker's advantage on it but still got a bad roll, that's fine, I win the game. But I'm gonna try and make sure that doesn't happen. No trade on 3, but that's okay because I'll be on 4 cards when they're on 3 cards. And what are trades at? Trades are at 35 right now. So if they get a trade before me, we will then be even, right? We'll be fine because we'll have another trade off the back of their trade. what blue should be doing here is breaking all my bonuses. It's a really tough situation. They need to kind of put themselves in a situation where they're not going to be eliminated, or they're very hard to be eliminated. So that way they can try and last out several trades, which is just unlikely, but it is possible. And then the game looks a bit more even. But I just don't think that will happen. So they abandon Australia, but that's okay because we can try and win the game, and if not win the game, at least card block them. So how we do that is, what if we get bad dice though? We take that risk. So we're gonna prep for the card block. The dice would have to be just miserable for me to fail the end of this run. Actually, I'm gonna roll this 3-on-1. I probably should have left maybe a bit more there. We do get fortunate with that, and that is gonna be the game. So blue has a trade on 3 here. It'll go on a bit longer, but I have a trade on 4. So that will be the good game. I will say a good game and well played. Definitely had to earlier when they started going for Australia, sort of hold them down a bit in that area. We're probably going to end it right here, just like we started it. Holding Australia from the blue player. Give them one more good game and one more well played. I quite enjoyed playing with them. We're not going to use our trade on 4 here. We're just going to take the game. Oh, you said well played. That's awesome. Thanks. Good for you, man, and good for me. I hope you have fun. I had fun. This has been Risk Casual Mode Friday. Take some time off the ladder. Don't stress too much. And get in there and have some fun.